Express Sport brings you the latest updates ahead of the Canadian Grand Prix, Round 9 of the 2022 Formula One season. Lewis Hamilton has hit out at a social media troll who attacked Sky Sports' appointment of XW Series racer Naomi Schiff. However, Hamilton came to her defense as he warned Schiff had been a great asset on screen. He said, "Naomi is an ex-professional racing driver and totally qualified to give her opinion as part of the Sky team." Meanwhile, Ryanair has blasted Charles Leclerc after the Ferrari star missed his flight to Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The Ryanair Twitter account replied to Leclerc's message about missing his flight in a hilarious exchange. They said, "He's a 5, but he doesn't fly a private jet. He's a 10 for us." Finally, F1 has struck a new deal with the Australian Grand Prix, rewarded with a 10-year extension. It means the race will remain at the Melbourne Street Circuit until at least 2035, extending its stay to almost 40 years. There was some competition for a race in Sydney, but Melbourne was retained because of the commercial deal available. Daniel Ricciardo backs Lewis Hamilton. Daniel Ricciardo has defended Lewis Hamilton after Christian Horner claimed Mercedes had asked him to be about their bouncing issues at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. He also claimed the bouncing would likely be discussed in the driver's briefing ahead of the Canadian Grand Prix. He said, "There was talk about Lewis after the race. I saw some of his onboards, I saw pictures of him getting out of the car and stretching his back, and he wasn't exaggerating. It really was uncomfortable." Mercedes explain why Lewis Hamilton's seat went cold. Mercedes engineer James Vowles has revealed why Lewis Hamilton's seat went cold during the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. He said, "I didn't have an answer until I spent a few minutes with Lewis earlier to actually ask him. What happened is, nothing really had changed in the car, it just looks like after the amount of pummeling his back had taken from the bouncing." Max Verstappen concerns could throw Ferrari title chance. Damon Hill has warned Max Verstappen and Red Bull's reliability issues could throw a lifeline to Ferrari in the title battle. Charles Leclerc was forced out of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix on Sunday while Verstappen won, opening up a more than 30-point deficit between the pair. However, Hill has stressed Red Bull still face reliability concerns of their own after suffering 2 retirements already this season. Read more. Toto Wolff vows Mercedes will be back at the front. Toto Wolff has said Mercedes are working flat out to get back on terms with Ferrari and Red Bull and vowed the team would be back competing soon. Mercedes are now the 3rd fastest car on the grid, but Wolff said he believes the fight is there to find solutions to their issues. He said, "We're working flat out to close that gap. But with an underperforming package, I loved seeing the fight in the team to pull together and get us the best result possible with the tools at hand. That spirit will bring us back competing at the front."